We had been asked by one of the consultancy firms recently to give a brief guide on the Dubai company setups, along with the advantages, not only for the businessmen, but also for the consultants who are looking to collaborate with Talreja and Talreja for their customers' needs. So that's the reason you are finding the guide here in front of you. So, to begin with, this guide shall brief you about the benefits and process of company setup, along with the starting cost part as well. So, to begin with the benefits, so if we talk about the benefits, then the first thing that comes in everyone's mind is the tax benefits. There is 0% and 9% corporate tax now in UAE with the introduction of corporate tax laws from this year. Still, I can say 0% is always a attractive thing, but again, the 9% is also the one of the lowest taxes as compared to the economies across the globe. So, being a businessman, you shall fall either in 0% or 9% tax on the profits earned by the UAE entity. So, so to simplify, up to USD 100,000 profit, there is no corporate tax. I shall repeat, up to USD 100,000 profit, there is no corporate tax. After that, you shall be charged at 9% tax only on the profits over and above USD 100,000. Apart from this, free zones enjoys 0% tax benefits even if their profit is above USD 100,000. Crazy, isn't it? But that comes with certain conditions. So only if the free zones fulfill these conditions, then only they are eligible for the 0% tax on the entire profits. Nevertheless, as I mentioned, 9% tax is also not bad. It's one of the lowest taxes, as I mentioned, that the businessman is supposed to pay. If we talk about the personal income, it is completely tax free, be it be a salary or remuneration received by the director, or be it be a capital gain profits earned by an individual by doing forex or crypto transactions, or by sale of properties, or be it be the rental income an individual might be earning by letting out his own properties. Every personal income, even if you are doing the job, is tax free in case of personal income. Apart from corporate tax, there is a 5% VAT also, which is again one of the lowest indirect taxes as compared to other economies. But that's also applicable only in case if your turnover is above USD 100,000 in a year. However, you need to note that there is no VAT on the export of goods and services. Now, coming to the second major benefit is Dubai enjoying the strategic position between Europe, Asia, and Africa. Whether it's accessing the markets of Middle East, Africa, or Asia, Dubai serves as a central node in the global trade network connecting East and West, North and South, providing a natural bridge between producers, manufacturers, and consumers of some of the world's most consumed commodities. To understand more about the Dubai's location and its importance, you need to check out the map, or you should watch some famous videos on the YouTube on how Dubai became successful using the location advantage. You will be definitely able to understand why Dubai is at a strategic location, why it is having the much more advantage because of the location. Also, to reduce the dependency on the oil and gas, and with the benefit of geographical location, Dubai has put in a lot of efforts in making itself not only the top tourist destination but also a global trading hub by hosting numerous international exhibitions, conferences, and trade events, and also by creating the world class infrastructure, including the award winning and the busiest Dubai International Airport and the important Jebel Ali Seaport. Now, apart from the above two benefits, there are few other major benefits as well, which we shall be discussing about now. The one of them is about the merchant trading. One of them, as I mentioned, it's about ease of doing business. Even if you're a merchant trader who ship goods from one country to another without the physical movements of goods from Dubai, you can do it. There are no restrictions from the Dubai side. Merchant trading is easily and a most welcome step from the government. I mean, from the Dubai side, you can do it without any restrictions. This is legally allowable in Dubai, and many of the businessmen are taking the benefit of this facility since a long time. Businessmen who face difficulties in doing merchant trading from their home country due to the strict rules and regulations, so they have shifted their base to Dubai for ease of doing business. As many of the times they need to ship goods directly from one country to another country without physically moving their goods from the home country. In that case, uh, the home country regulations are quite strict in some of the countries. So that's why people try to shift to the countries like Dubai for doing merchant trading. So yeah, uh, it's always good if you're a merchant trader, then you are always welcome to Dubai for opening up the company and do all these transactions. Apart from this, along with this, many of the businessmen were also worried about their import export data confidentiality getting compromised in their home country by their competitors. They have also moved to Dubai, as Dubai promises to be one of the safest places where data confidentiality is kept at the priority. So if your your data related to the customers and suppliers will not be shared to anyone. It might be compromised in your home country, but in Dubai, it's not possible. It's next to impossible. So you are very much secure from the competitor's side. They will not be able to leak your data, right? They will not be able to take the benefit of the customers and suppliers with whom you are trading and doing the transactions. Other benefits, some of the other benefits includes getting access to the worldwide customers through Dubai, as Dubai is one of the top tourist destinations, as we have already mentioned. Getting access to the Gulf countries for business at the most affordable pricing, as Dubai or UAE. These are the most affordable options available with the businessman as compared to setting up a company in other Middle East countries. So if you're planning to do any transaction with Saudi, Qatar, or Oman, so any of the Middle East countries, if you're planning to reach to the Gulf countries, then UAE is the most affordable option available with you in that case. You also get the access to the huge pool of prospective employees from different age groups, skills, education, and nationalities. Apart from this, you are getting the access to the vast hyper-modern infrastructure, super transportation links, and logistics technology when you are in Dubai. You also get the access to the high standard of living and the world-class amenities with sunny weather all throughout the year. And the last but not the least, you get 100% ownership. Now, there's no requirement of the local sponsor in UAE for majority of the businesses. So you are free to own 100% and repatriate your funds freely to your home country without any restrictions from Dubai side. Now, you must be saying, Kapil, looking to the benefits of Dubai, we shall surely plan to set up a company in future. But what shall be the costing of the company setup? Whether do we need to travel to Dubai for setting up the company? What are the norms that we need to comply with? So now we shall be answering to all these questions that might be popping out in your mind relating to setting up company in Dubai. So if we talk about the costing of forming a company depends on various aspects. The number one is nature of business. The nature of business you are proposing to do through Dubai. The business activities in UAE are generally divided into two parts: regulated and non-regulated. So if you are doing a kind of business activity which is a regulated one and requires approval from the UAE government departments, let's say if you are into the pipeline industry and you want to do some kind of activities related to pipeline or oil or gas, then along with this general costing or license issuance, you also need to take approval from the government departments for conducting such kind of regulated activities, and you need to pay the approval fees to them every year. So generally, industrial activities means manufacturing activities are covered into this. Also, few of the commercial as well as professional activities means trading and service activities respectively also need the approval. But these are very few. I mean, majority of the activities are non-regulated. Hence, no need to worry about that part. Very few activities are getting covered under the regulated activities. So the costing, that's why it depends on the type of activities that you are planning to conduct through your UAE entity. The next one is whether you wish to sell, whether you are planning to sell your products inside or outside UAE, or you are planning to sell your products inside as well as outside UAE, right? So how does it matter? So generally, if your sale is going to happen only out of UAE, let's say you are saying that my entire sale will be out of UAE only, nothing will be sold inside UAE, and your activity, let's say, even if it's a regulated activity and you are doing only the export sale out of UAE, then in that case, there's always uh, there are ways available wherein you don't need to take approvals from the government if your sale is completely outside UAE. Even though if you fall into the regulated activity, as you are not doing it within UAE, you are practicing it outside UAE. In that case, we can apply to the government that as the customer is doing all these things outside UAE, so he doesn't require the approval, and he don't need the approval. So in that case, you will get waived from the government approval fees, even though if you are looking to do any kind of regulated activity. So hence you can save your yearly approval costs associated with these activities. So that's why it's very important to know whether you are going to sell outside, inside, or both UAE, both in UAE. Fine. The next one is the number of visas. The license cost of the free zone company increases with the number of visas you are planning to take. So visas allotted through company license are generally residence visas with 2 years validity. The business owners get investor or the partner visa, and the employee gets the employment visa from the company. But all these visa comes with the validity of 2 years and are a kind of residence visa. Please note, you need to at least have one visa through company if you are planning to open a bank account in local UAE banks. Without visa, you will not get residence card, that is Emirates ID card, and without Emirates ID, UAE banks will not open the company's account as well as your personal account. So, any one authorized person of the company, be it be the business owners of the manager, be it be the business owners or the employee of the company or the manager of the company, they need to have at least one person need to have the visa so that he can process the bank account formalities on behalf of the company. There's one more condition in this type of visas. The person who shall be taking this visa, he needs to be present at least for once in UAE in every 180 days. That means in every 6 months, he needs to remain. If the person is not the frequent traveler to UAE, then he needs to keep this in mind that he need to remain present at least for once in every 6 months in UAE to fulfill this visa condition to keep it active. If he fails to remain present, then his or her visa shall get cancelled, and accordingly there shall be issues in license renewal and bank operations as well. Now, you might be having one question in your mind, Kapil, is it only for 2 years validity we shall be getting the visa? Does UAE not provide any citizenship to the residents coming from the outside? So the answer to this is UAE doesn't provide citizenship to any of the foreign citizens residing and working in UAE. But they have released one visa named Golden Visa, which is of 10 years validity. And it comes with a condition of minimum 2 million dirham investment in the UAE property market. Also, there is a scheme for capital investment in your UAE business, wherein you may get eligible for 10 years golden visa by investing that much capital in your own business by informing to the UAE government. Yeah. Okay. Now the next point wherein the costing depends is on the type of office. The type of office you may be planning to take in UAE. I mean, one of the questions that generally come from the customer side is, will we be required to compulsory take the office space in UAE for company formation, and whether it will be chargeable and how much will be the charges? So the answer to this depends on where are you opening your company. So UAE is a combination of 7 emirates, earlier known as 7 kingdoms, namely Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Fujairah, Ajman, Al Quwain, and Ras Al Khaimah. And in all these 7 emirates, there are two jurisdictions. First is free zone, and second is mainland. Now, what is mainland? So mainland is an area which is other than free zone. Okay. Then what are free zones? So the free zones are the special economic zones designed to boost up the export revenues of UAE. So if you are having an office in an area which is other than free zone, then you will be qualified under the mainland. If you are in free zone, it's simple. If you are a free zone company. So uh, coming to the point, if you open a company in mainland, then in that case the physical office space is mandatory and you need to provide the rent agreement during the registration process after taking the name of entity. So generally, who plan to open the company in mainland? So generally, businessmen who wish to open the retail stores in UAE are required to open a company in mainland. And also, if you are into some kind of regulated activities, then it's advisable to go for the company formation in mainland in the main city area, right? Now, if we talk about free zones, then there are almost 37 free zones in UAE, and each free zone comes with different options in case of office space. So, if we talk about the affordable low cost free zones, then in such free zones, you are not required to take the office separately. You get the flexi desk or the virtual desk free in such free zones along with your license. And there's no need to pay any additional charges for the same in such free zones. You shall also get the lease agreement for the flexi desk, which you can use for opening the bank account, and you can show it as your registered address of the company, whichever is mentioned in your lease agreement. So you can use that flexi desk agreement or the lease agreement for your registered address of the company for opening the bank account as well. Now, coming to the next point, are these all cost? Are these all the one-time cost? So no, each and everything that you will be paying, that it will be paid on yearly basis. Like the license cost, the government approvals cost are to be paid on yearly basis. You can also plan to make 3 to 5 years license payment together, and you might get some additional discounts in paying the license fees for so many years together in a single go. So if you pay for multi years, then in that case you will also get the discount from the prison authorities. But the simple thing to clarify is that these costs are the renewal one. I mean, you need to pay all these costs on yearly basis. License cost, government approvals cost on yearly basis. Then residence visas are to be renewed every 2 years, depending on the conditions and schemes provided by the free zones. Hence, in case of residence, hence in case of visas. So it will be like you will have to pay the visa cost after every 2 years, right? Now, if we talk about what is the ballpark figure starting, I mean, what is the ballpark starting cost of creating a company, including all the above costs you have mentioned? So, well, we shall provide you the costing of one visa quota company. As I mentioned, that one visa is a must if you wish to open the bank account as well. And we also assume that there shall be no regulated activities. The activities that you will be doing will be the non-regulatory activities. Then, in that case, the first year cost shall be around 80 dirham, 19,000 to 20,000, including visa and the flexi desk cost as well. And the renewal cost every year shall be somewhere around 16,000 to 70,000. That's 16,000, 70,000 dirham every year. In case you plan to start these are these two things. The first year cost 19,000 to 20,000 dirham, and the renewal cost 16,000 to 17,000 dirham. So these costs are for one visa for 1 year, and it's for the Dubai based free zone. If you are opening a company in Dubai based free zone, then these will be the costings, right? However, if you plan to open a company in other free zones, not in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, like if you plan to open a company in free zone of Sharjah, Russell Kema, Umal Queen, etc., other than Dubai and Abu Dhabi, then the first year cost in that kind of free zones shall be around 12,000 to 15,000 dirham, including visa and flexi desk cost, and the renewal cost shall be around 8,500 to 12,000 dirham. So the cost is very much lesser as compared to Dubai and Abu Dhabi free zones. I'm repeating again. The first year cost will be 12,000, 15,000 dirham, and the renewal cost will be 8,500 to 12,000 in case of free zones other than Dubai and Abu Dhabi, right? Wherein if you plan to open a company in mainland, then the starting cost shall be somewhere around 23,000 to 27,000 AED dirham, right? So this is the end of the brief guide, wherein we have tried to cover all the important aspects related to the company setup in UAE. I hope you shall like it, and for any further queries and detailed discussions, you can reach out to us anytime. We shall be happy to assist you, right? For any kind of queries, you feel free to contact us, and you can just go to our website www.talrejaandtalreja.com to refer more details. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.